All right, hello guys, and we are getting into a cup of Joe with Jordy. I am your host. I'm the Jordy of that aspect, and today I am joined with
Will.
We are super excited to be here. Hopefully, you guys had a great day yesterday. We had our MegaSota game night last night, but it is officially a wild Wednesday, so hopefully you guys are going to be sticking around all day long, as we are going to be coming to you live on all your brand new Pilot TVs, the Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as Twitch. Our channel names on both are MegaSota for you guys.
Oh, yeah, and we just had some new Pilot TVs installed at some new locations. We're going to shout them out and give them a little bit of extra luck and see if we can get them some wins today.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, we just had them installed over at American Legion Pine City, City Restaurant Club 74, American Legion Ashby, VFW Fergus Falls, Socials Bar and Grill, Vic's Bar and Grill Moorhead, the Redhead and Tap House, Murphy's Pub of Moorhead, Mainline Bar and Grill, as well as the Hideout Saloon and Grill.
Absolutely. So definitely check out those locations, especially if they're near you guys, so you guys can watch us directly on those Pilot TVs. And hopefully you guys are out there having a great day, because we got a lot of reasons for you guys to stick around and play some Pilot games throughout the entirety of today. And that kicks off with our Twins Bingo just 10 minutes after we get off air for this Cup of Joe. And you're going to jump right into those 10 games where you guys can take home a jackpot of over $11,000, and you can take that home in 52 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, but right after that is a Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition running from 1 all the way till 4. You guys want to be watching out for that major that is sitting at $4,600 in just 52 balls or less. And then there's also that minor that's starting out at $62 in 56 balls or less. But every $50, that minor will be clicking up every 4 balls, so you guys want to watch out for that, because it'll be clicking up and going out super quickly.
Absolutely. Those are some great prizes on the line, so definitely check out that from 1 to 4 today. But during our 4 to 6 span and our happy hour show, you play those 23 games of Jackpot Hunter, the $1 edition, and that mega is on the line here today with $131,252 on the line. You can take that home in 51 balls or less, guys. We also have a minor starting out the day at $157 at 56 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, but
definitely
we had
some great prizes.
Oh, yeah, definitely some great prizes. And we had some winners yesterday, taking home also a lot of great prizes. Started off with Hafe over at Barnes on Main, taking home $675.
Nicely done. Then we had straight cash over at See the Well, taking home $600.
Oh, yeah, but it didn't end there, because we had Mick over at Patriot Lanes taking home the largest jackpot of yesterday, taking home $1,330.
Nicely done, Mick. But then that final one on Tuesday went out to Tanya over at Old Milwaukee Saloon, who got to take home $662.
Oh, yeah, good job to all of our winners. But that isn't the only way that you could take home some money by playing bingo. You could check out our eTab games, and we just released a new one called Blazing Wheels, and you could try your luck splitting the Blazing Wheel in the bonus round to win scorching prizes. That just came out over on your iPads last Thursday, so you guys definitely want to check it out, because all those new eTabs that we released are a blast.
It's so fun. You definitely want to check that out. It's an awesome 4x4 game, and not to mention it's got a minor, a major, and a mega prize on the line in that game, so definitely go check that out today. But we are going to be checking into Coon Rapids, Minnesota to see what the weather's looking like today, and it's been pretty, just a pretty spring day from this past week.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it's going to be, the temps are going to be in the 40s, roughly around 41. It's going to be really cloudy with occasional rain showers in the afternoon. The high will be 41 with winds about 15 to 25 miles an hour. So you guys definitely want to layer up for that with the rain and the wind.
Definitely. It's going to be pretty breezy and some definite showers to be seen. And it's going to be taking you into a nighttime that is going to be pretty cloudy with some rain and snow into the evening. Snow showers are possible overnight, though, so definitely look out for that. Their winds are going to be staying pretty much from 15 to 25 miles per hour, and that chance of precipitation is about 60% of the area to see it. Higher wind gusts are completely possible with a low of 35, so definitely be prepared for the weather today.
Oh, yeah, but we do have plenty of reasons to stay inside. Starting off with our lunchtime bingo with Twins Bingo at with the 25-cent cards going from 12 to 1. You guys definitely want to watch out for that jackpot of $11,079 that you can take home in 52 balls or less. And while you're playing, you get to earn some points for the Twiking Zone.
Absolutely, and so I can't wait to see what kind of shakeups are going to happen after you guys play today at lunchtime. We still have a tie that's ending off our standings in 10th place between Pooba over at Brian's Bar and Grill and Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon, both with 77,000 points so far.
Oh, yeah, but they are closing in on ninth place Bryzo over at Big Dog Sports Cafe, who's currently sitting with 81,000 points.
But there is a close-knit race between Looser Dave at VFW Spring Lake Park and Doggo 11 over at the Polar Lounge. Looser Dave in 8th place has 87,000 points, and Doggo 11 has 89,000.
Oh, yeah, Doggo 11 just trying to get closer to that 100,000 point club.
Absolutely.
But 6th place GTZ was able to do just that over at Sal's Bar and Grill, able to get in there very closely with 102,000 points. Now trying to close in on 5th place Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue is currently sitting with 108,000 points.
I know, they're all super neck and neck, even with that 4th place player Yo-Yo over at Main Street Pub, who has 111,000. They are all pretty much neck and neck with each other, and it's going to be super exciting to see who's going to be competing for these top 5 and maybe even the top 3.
Oh, yeah, with our top 3 consisting with Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven, able to pull away a little ways from Yo-Yo with 122,000 points.
Yeah, now closing that gap between 2nd place player Simbob, who sits with 128,000. Definitely can't wait to see what can happen. Nan's been out there taking home wins each day, so I think that she's going to be moving up pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, but Simbob is going to have to put in some work to catch up to 1st place Scrub Eye over American Legion Fridley, who's sitting with 157,000 points, almost a 30,000 point gap.
Absolutely. Super exciting to see, and so we're going to have to see if anyone's going to rival Scrub Eye this season for that 1st place spot. But on the location side of things, just like in our standings, we have a tie in the tail end of them. In 9th place, it's a tie between Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and VFW Blaine, both with 109,000 points.
Oh, yeah, we are just waiting to see one of those players kick out of that tie and maybe catch up to 8th place Steve-O's over at Crystal, because he's been able to put a decent gap between him and 9th place, and with him currently sitting with 121,000 points.
Absolutely. These location standings are not as tight-knit as our players, as there is a 10,000 point gap between our 8th and 7th place players. Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids, who sits with 131,000.
Oh, yeah, and they are really trying to catch up to 6th place, our place on 3rd and Faribault, who's currently sitting with 193,000 points, closing in on that 200,000 point club. But 5th place Eagles Rochester is going to be able to hit that maybe even a little sooner, because they are only 1,000 points away with 199,000 points.
Yeah, they're almost there. So maybe today during lunchtime, if you guys are out there playing, they'll get enough points accumulated and get into that 200,000 point club. But our top 4 has stayed pretty solidified so far, as we've got Corner Bar and Goodhue in 4th, already in that 200,000 point club, sitting with 233,000 points. Then in 3rd place, we have American Legion Fridley with 243,000. Then 2nd place is Corky's Bar South Haven with 328,000. And then our big kahuna of the standings. In 1st place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park sitting with 538,000.
Yeah, the big kahuna.
Absolutely. They are killing it this season. I feel like that's a fitting title for them. They are kind of the big kahuna catch right now.
Yeah.
And so definitely that's a lot of fun. Hopefully we can see you guys during our lunch hour to play some Twins Bingo. But if you guys want to check out some of our ETAB games, if you're out there playing Blazing Wheels and stuff, we're listening to a little bit of Dynamite, which is a super fun ETAB game. It's super prehistoric, and you get to see some super fun animals and dinosaurs on there for you guys as well. So definitely check that out and win some big prizes.
Oh, yeah, but if that isn't quite your thing, we do have over 50 different charitable ETAB games you could check out, which also, I don't know why Dynamite wouldn't be. Dinosaurs are
honestly
top tier, but you can play anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All these games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, and they all have awesome bonus and free play rounds.
Absolutely. You guys definitely want to be checking those out. They all have an 85% payout, so you're going to love it, even if it is just the cash that gets in your pocket. But if you guys want to just stick around for our regularly scheduled bingo, that is enough gameplay for you guys during the day as it is, as we got a lot of money on the line. And speaking of, we jump right into the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter right after that Twins Bingo. It's going to be going from 1 to 4 for you guys like it does each and every day. And we got some great prizes on the line.
Oh, yeah, with that mega jackpot sitting at $25,000, they can take home in 43 balls or less. That major prize sitting at $4,600 in 52 balls or less. And that minor prize sitting at $62 in 56 balls or less is ready to go out. But it will be ready to go out even more after it clicks up. Once it hits $100, it'll be clicking up to 60 balls.
Absolutely. You guys definitely need to get enrolled. The sooner you guys play and the more you guys do, the sooner those ball counts click up for you guys. And that's when it gets super interesting and getting as much cash as possible in your pockets. But if you guys want to check out our happy hour show, it's a ton of fun. And so you guys definitely want to check it out today. It's going to be Ian and Will coming back at you guys and trying to give out a lot of great cash. It's going to start off with that Lucky 4 bingo right at 4 p.m. that's got over $5,908 on the line, and you can take that home in those lucky 5 numbers.
Oh yeah, but right after that, we get into those 23 games of Jackpot Hunter. That mega jackpot just clicked up recently. It's currently sitting at $131,252 that you take home in 51 balls or less. It is even easier to take out than the major currently, which is sitting at $3,013 in 48 balls or less. And that minor prize is ready to go out just about in that first or second game. It is sitting at $330 in 64 balls or less. You guys definitely want to check that out. See if you guys can take home some big money and earn some points for those Jackpot Hunter standings.
Absolutely. That first game, that minor is probably going to be going out, and so you guys need to be primed and ready right at 4 p.m. for these games. And while you guys are earning points towards the Jackpot Hunter standings, you guys will be able to compete against our top 10 who have had some shakeups happening.
Oh yeah, kicking it off in 10th place, we had Rich over at Jimmy's Poorhouse with 35,000 points. They are closing in on 9th place Duh over at VFW Coon Rapids, who's currently sitting with 37,000 points.
That's right, and then we got Elsa in 8th place with 46,000 points, closing in on that 50,000 point club. But we did officially get a breakup between that tie that was going on between Kimmy over at Lucky's Tavern and 2A Girl over at Mauer Brothers Liquor. 2A Girl was able to get enough points accumulated to jump up out of that tie, taking 6th place, pushing Kimmy back to 2nd. Now they are all super neck and neck, with Kimmy with 54,000, 2A Girl with 55, and then Brother Nat closely ahead with 56,000.
Oh yeah, but 4th place Kev over at the Deer Stand, able to stay away from that close race, able to put a 6,000 point lead, a 5,000 point lead between him and Brother Nat, currently sitting with Kev currently sitting with 61,000 points.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited to see when they're going to keep upping up their point totals and getting into those next point classes, as we only have 2 players in that 75,000 point club before we get to that 100,000 point club.
Oh yeah, we have 3rd place Not Lucky over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 82,000 points. And we have 2nd place Bowl over at Corner Bar and Goodhue as well, getting close to that 100,000 point club with 98,000 points.
Super, super close. But the player that's already there, also playing at Corner Bar and Goodhue, in 1st place, we have Bobo, sitting with 126,000 points. A nice little run up from the rest of our standings. And so it's going to take a big push if anyone wants to rival that 1st place spot.
Oh yeah, but our location standings have also had a couple shakeups because we had someone come in from previously unranked with 10th place, previously unranked American Legion Fridley, able to get into the standings with 65,000 points, and closing in on 9th place Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop, who's only 1,000 points ahead with 66,000 points.
Absolutely, and I can't wait to see, because they're right behind Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl with 67,000, and so they're all super neck and neck right now. It is going to take a little bit of a jump if they want to rival that 7th place location, though, Shady's Railside, who sits with 71,000.
It is still a close race between 7th and 6th, with Gas Can Bar and Grill in Brainerd with only 74,000 points. That's a 3,000 point lead, but Billy's Rockford was able to get a 4,000 point lead. They are currently sitting in 5th place with 78,000 points.
I know they're trying to move up to that 4th place spot, but it's going to take a little bit of a jump to catch up to Concordia Lanes in New Ulm, who sits with 88,000 points accumulated.
Oh yeah, with that 10,000 point gap, they're going to have to put in some work to catch up. But Concordia Lanes New Ulm is going to have to put in a ton of work to be able to get into that top 3, with our 3rd place Carbone's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids currently sitting with 129,000 points.
Yeah, they're trying to rival that 2nd place location, but they have a little bit of a lead on them, as VFW Spring Lake Park sits with a whopping 151,000.
But then there's our 1st place location, who has so far run away with it. It's Corner Bar and Goodhue with 337,000 points, with a very commanding lead. Having that top 3, the top 3 players in the player standing definitely helps.
Oh, it has huge implications on these standings, and they've accumulating a huge chunk of change for Corner Bar and Goodhue, and it proves that they can just reign on top of these standings so far. But it's going to be super exciting to see as we officially hit that halfway mark in the season 11 to see what kind of shakeups are still going to ensue. But right after those 23 games at Jackpot Hunter, that's when you're going to get that second opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo to try and take home that almost $6,000 jackpot in those lucky numbers.
Oh yeah, but right after that, going from 6 to 7, and then from 9 to 10 tonight, we got some Skull Bingo. It's the $1 cards. Going from 6 to 7, and then from 9 to 10. That coverall prize is sitting at $1,656 in 50 balls or less. That large frame prize sitting at $15,249 in 43 balls or less, and that line prize that goes out all the time.
Absolutely.
Sitting at $214 that you can take home in just 10 balls or less.
Yeah, we got some great prizes on the line, and you definitely want to stick around because right at 7 o'clock, that's when we're jumping into Wild Wednesday. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be running from 7 to 9 like it does each and every Wednesday night when Ian and I are going to be taking over the ice studio, giving out as many PGL points and jackpots as possible, and hopefully we can give out that Jackpot Jungle coverall tonight. That's a 25-cent card edition, and in 52 balls, you guys could take home $10,754.
Oh yeah, but last night we just had a very successful MegaSota game night. Tony and Nikki take the helm like they do every single Tuesday at 6:40. They take you guys through a ton of PGL action and end off the night with a Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale. It's the $1 edition where you guys take home, get a chance to take home $3,243 in 54 balls or less.
That clicked up quickly. I know just last week it was about $500 on the docket, and so for you guys to grow it up and roll over $3,000 is super impressive. Definitely come out next Tuesday night to try your hand at it. But if you guys want to earn any of the PGL points that are awarded on any of our specialty nights, you need to sign up at pgl.world. Once you're a member of the Pilot Gambling League, you'll be able to compete for all those PGL points, get access to monthly newsletters, and so much more. We love showcasing all of our brand newcomers.
Oh yeah, we have a PGL member spotlight where we showcase our new PGL members and give them a little bit of extra luck and try and get them into those PGL standings.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, starting off our PGL member spotlight is Toby Twos. We have Mike D, Stetson, Maddie Bean, Beeve J, Game Guy 1, Real Play 1, Super Duper 1, NMC Cloud Jr., Loon, Raul, Nicodidi, Shay. We have Sarah Mike, and we have Law.
Yeah, nicely done. Great to see everyone signing up. Do you have a favorite player name right now?
I think Super Duper 1.
Super Duper 1?
Yeah.
All right. I like MNC Cloud Jr. because it reminds me of a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Absolutely. Hopefully they're dropping their mixtape soon. But we have some PGL shakeups, as last night was that MegaSota game night. And so we're going to see where these players are standing off.
Oh, yeah, kicking it off in 10th place, we still have Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 770,000 points.
Yeah, closing that gap between them and Lulu in 9th at Poppers was 789,000.
Oh, yeah, but Lulu is going to have to do some catching up to 8th place Nixon over at VFW Roseville, who's currently sitting with 846,000 points.
Yeah, Reyes 22 was pushed back on Monday night, but was able to hold on to that 7th place spot, sitting with 929,000 points, closing in on the next two players that are all super neck and neck.
Oh, yeah, 6th place previously in 5th, High Rise and Brizo over at Underground Bar and Grill, sitting with 960,000 points, closing in on that 1 million point club and hopefully able to take his name back.
Absolutely. I think tonight will be the night that they're able to get in that 1 million point club. I know Forget UD, who was able to move up into 5th from 6th, pushing Brizo back, now sitting with 964,000. They are super, super close to getting in that 1 million point club.
Oh, yeah, but able to get into that 1 million point club and the largest riser of our standings so far. We have 4th place, Ted over at Billy's Rockford with 1,013,000 points.
Yeah, they were officially in that 1 million point club after last night, and so it was super exciting to see after they had that huge rise from yesterday, 7th all the way up to 4th. They were able to hold on to that lead, though, now competing for those top 3 spots alongside Big Dog in 3rd, Keith in 2nd, and Bam Bam in 1st place. But we do have some crazy shakeups happening on the location side of things.
Oh, yeah, in 10th place, previously in 8th, getting pushed back is Leo's Sports Bar in Mazeppa with 2,719,000 points.
Yeah, Neighbors Pub Dover was able to hold on to enough points to stay in that 9th place spot from yesterday, but Beck's Pub and Becker jumped from 9th into 8th and did that switcheroo with Leo's.
Oh, yeah, 7th place, Blasco's Embassy Bar is getting caught. They're with Beck's Pub and Becker catching up to Blasco's Embassy Bar. It's going to be really close with Blasco's Embassy Bar sitting with 2,984,000 points.
Super close to that 3 million point club, but we had 3 locations join into that 3 million point club as American Legion Cleveland in 6th was able to go in, VFW Northfield in 5th, and Atomic Star Tavern in 4th, all in that 3 million point club now.
Oh, yeah, but all in that 4 million point club. Starting off is Neeson's Gaylord and we also have second place Billy's Rockford in that 4 million point club.
Yeah, but our number one location, Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake, was able to accumulate a crazy amount of points and is officially sitting with 5,087,000 points.
Ooh, I had a feeling it would happen this week, but man, right on that Tuesday.
Super exciting to see. So definitely come out tonight to try your hand at that MegaSota or that Wild Wednesday and earn some PGL points. But if you want to stay in the know about everything Pilot Games, our Facebook page is the hub of our information. So give us a follow and a like, and you'll be able to keep up with all of our weekly bingo schedules, event details, player pictures, reminders, and so much more. That link tree will show you all of the direct links to social medias as well as locations where you guys can play Pilot Games.
Oh yeah, but we have a very important part of the broadcast with the player spotlight. We are spotlighting Ash over at Hiller's Last Call Liquor, who's able to take home $37,641 last weekend. And they Hiller's Last Call Liquor supports a really cool charity, and they support Morristown Firemen's Relief Association, whose mission statement is to provide retirement benefits for volunteer firefighters.
Yeah,
So
that's a you want to go?
Oh, yeah, just make sure you guys are keeping that in mind as you guys get clicked into some Vikings bingo. You guys have 10 minutes on that. So remember, when you guys play Pilot Games, your community wins.
Have a good one, guys.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
Hey guys, and we are getting into this first game of Twins Bingo where we have over 11 grand on the line, and we're super excited about it. But we are streaming live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/Pilot TV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both the Twitch app and YouTube Live, so make sure you guys are checking in there so we can shoot you out some luck for winning these great jackpots we have available.
100%, but of course, we just installed a lot of those Pilot TVs to a lot of new places. So you guys might be watching on some of those right now. And we just sent them out to American Legion Pine City, City Restaurant Club 74, American Legion Ashby, VFW Fergus Falls, the Socials Bar and Grill, Vic's Bar and Grill in Moorhead, the Red Hen Tap House, Murphy's Pub of Moorhead, Mainline Bar and Grill, and of course the Hideout Saloon and Grill.
Yeah, definitely some great location getting those Pilot TVs. Super excited about that. But we're also super excited about the amount of jackpots we've been able to give out over this last week, which has been 30 over the last week, and 315 jackpots for this season 11. Definitely having a good season so far. And yesterday was no exception as we had 4 jackpots go out, but we do have a line prize going out to Silly One over at Beer Stew Grove, taking home $10 on that one.
Awesome stuff. Nice job, Silly One. But of course, ton of jackpots going out yesterday. It was some awesome stuff. 30 for the rolling week, 315 for season 11.
Yeah.
Stuff's crazy. But the first one, it was Hafe over at Barton's on Main, taking away that $675 jackpot. Nice job, Hafe.
Then we had a $615 jackpot go out to Straight Cash over at See the Well. Good job, Straight Cash.
Awesome stuff. Nice job, Straight Cash. Up next, it was none other than Mick over at Patriot Lanes, winning $1,330. Nice job, Mick.
Yeah, I was hoping that it wasn't milk because I did not want to hear your Michigander accent saying milk.
Milk.
Good old milk.
M-E-L-K.
Yeah, now say milkshake.
Milkshake?
see, he says milkshake, but then when you ask him to say milk,
Milkshake.
it's milkshake.
Milk.
But okay, we'll move on. Good job, Mick, getting the win. We did also have Tanya over at Old
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee, yeah, Old Milwaukee Saloon, taking home $662.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to all of you jackpot winners yesterday, whether you pronounce milk the wrong or the right way.
Exactly. I feel like also Minnesota people, they know that struggle as well.
100%. It's a Midwestern thing.
Yeah.
We're all in this together.
Exactly. we really are. Like saying bag.
Oh, my God. Yeah, no, I say bag all the time. Reagan is the one, my girlfriend is the one that says bag. She's saying, the bag. And then she refuses to acknowledge that she's did it and said it. And I was like,
funny.
You totally just did it just now.
Totally said bag. We do have a winner. It's Terry F. over at Eagles Rochester, taking home that $10 large M. Now we're working on this $16 coverall, but that means that jackpot is growing and rolling into the next game. And if you guys want to know about all of the jackpots available throughout the entirety of the day, go and give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. Search up Pilot Games, click on our logo, and you'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player picks, and so much more.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But we do have a coverall going out to Marcus over at Docks Landing. Nice job, Marcus.
Yeah, and also on that Facebook page, we have a link tree that has links to bar locations, PGL.world, our socials, our streams. Everything you could possibly need is on that Facebook page. So go and check it out.
Definitely some awesome stuff. But we do have a lot of things going on throughout the day, every single day here at Pilot Games. We start off every weekday with a cup of Joe with Jordy in the morning. It's kind of like we go over all the analytical things of the bingo day.
Exactly. So you know the ball counts that the jackpots are going out, which ones have those giant jackpots available, and so you can know when to be playing Pilot Games throughout the entire day.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So that happens right before this at just about 11:30 p.m. for you guys. And then right after that, we got what we're doing right now, Twins Bingo. It's a lot of fun. It is the 25-cent cards. So, of course, you can get a chance at over $11,130 in 52 balls or less. It always is in 52 balls or less. And you can get 10 chances at that from 12 to 1.
Yes, and don't worry, you do not have to stay up that late. You do not need to watch it at 11:30 p.m. We do start at 11:30 a.m.
That's right. That's right. Just so you guys know.
Just so you know.
It's a cup of Joe.
You You said PM first, and
Oh,
so
I
I was
did?
thinking, so
Oh.
I was like, okay, just to make sure, you guys do not have to come to the bar at 11:30 at night to try and do that. We don't even play live bingo during that time.
You might be watching some reruns during that time.
But really, really great bingo that we go over during that Cup of Joe. Obviously, Twins bingo after that. We'd play this from all the way till 1 o'clock. From 1 all the way till 4 o'clock, though, we got the 25-cent edition of Jackpot Hunter. It's a mega jackpot of 25 grand, 43 balls or less to win it. A major jackpot of $4,600. You can win it in 52 balls or less. Definitely a highlight jackpot there. And then a minor jackpot that's also prepped and ready to go out at $62 that you can win in 56 balls or less.
Awesome stuff. But, of course, right after the 25-cent cards of Jackpot Hunter, we got from 4 to 6 p.m. our happy hour live stream. It's a lot of fun. We got from 4 to 6 2 games of Lucky 4 bingo right at 4 and then right at 6, 2 chances at it. And then we got 23 games of Jackpot Hunter right between those 2 games of Lucky 4. Some stuff going on
Really,
in there.
really good prizes for Lucky 4 bingo.
Oh, yeah.
But the Jackpot Hunter has a bunch of really good prizes as well, as the major prize is probably the worst of all of them, $3,013, 48 balls or less to win. A tougher one to win. Not impossible, but a tougher one to win. The next 2 are for sure doable because that minor jackpot is going to be going out probably within the first game of that happy hour because it's at 64 balls or less, $330 you can take home, and that's before anybody gets enrolled, and that's not even the highlight jackpot of that Jackpot Hunter game.
No, because we are taking a look at that mega jackpot. It is insanity for tonight. It's at $131,000 in 51 balls or less. It's craziness.
Yeah, definitely some great games there. So make sure you're coming out from 4 all the way to 6 to play those 2 games of Lucky 4 bingo, as well as 23 games of Jackpot Hunter. After that happy hour, we get into some Skull bingo that runs normally from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock. There will be an interruption tonight, but the normal is from 6 to 10, and we have a coverall available today at $1,656, 50 balls or less to win. A large frame of $15,249. Definitely a great prize that you can win in 43 balls or less, and that line prize at $214 you could take home in 10 balls or less.
Awesome stuff. But we do have a winner. It's Jim Sir over at Municipal Liquor Store in La Center, taking away that line prize. Nice job, Jim Sir.
Oh, yeah, but you want to tell them why we are getting interrupted tonight with that Skull bingo.
Oh, yeah. No, it is going to be a wild Wednesday. It's going from 7 to 9 like it does every single Wednesday. And we got a lot of awesome PGL games during that time, too, so you guys can tackle all of those, get all of your PGL points and cash prizes out of the way. And then we finish up with an awesome game of Jackpot Jungle at the very end of the broadcast. And on that one, on the coverall prize in 52 balls or less, you could get over $10,754 before anyone even gets enrolled into the game.
Yeah, definitely some really, really great stuff. Just last night, we had a MegaSota game night, which was super, super fun. We had a bunch of PGL points go out. Can't wait to see where the standings got shaken up to. You guys may already know because you watched a Cup of Joe with Jordy, but that MegaSota game night happens at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Bunch of PGL points, like I said, as well as money on the line, like a Jackpot Jungle coverall that's ending off the night. It's $1 edition, and it's grown up to $3,243, and you can win that in 54 balls or less.
Awesome stuff. But, of course, after all of those awesome games of just pilot games that we're playing, Skull Bingo, MegaSota Game Night, Wild Wednesday, whatever it is.
Maybe even while you're playing those games, you could celebrate some national days.
100%. And we're going to get right into them. You can definitely do this one while you're playing some bingo. It is National Carbonara Day. And on April 6th, you can enjoy the flavors of Italy and celebrate National Carbonara Day. This delicious pasta dish is made up of a creamy sauce with bits of pancetta. But we do have a winner. It's Sneaky over at Carboni's Pizza. CR Billiards taking away that large M. Nice job, Sneaky.
Yeah, definitely sounds like some super tasty stuff.
Oh, yeah. Peas, bacon in it. It's like kind of like an Alfredo type of dish.
That looks straight up my alley.
Oh, it's super
right
good.
up my alley.
You would totally like it. Yeah, carbonara is very good.
That seems tasty, so definitely celebrate that today. We do have a winner as we have CMC over at Eagles Rochester taking home $18 on that coverall prize.
It's a certain star running back in the NFL. Christian McCaffrey, I see you.
Star injury list player.
he just has like one of those like fake like disguised like mustaches on, and right as I say his name, everyone turns to him and he's like, "Oh no,
no,
my disguise." They saw through it somehow. It was like 6'4", like 200 pounds. I don't know how tall is he?
Christian McCaffrey's not that tall.
He's like 5'11",
He's
6
a
foot.
very average looking dude. Like
He's big though.
oh, he's big,
yeah.
but like he's big in the sense of like when he like takes his shirt off, he looks big. But
Yeah.
if you like saw him like in person, I don't think you would be like taken
Like,
off. Like
wow.
wow, like you would walk right past him, and if he had like a ball cap on that was covering his face, and you
Yeah.
couldn't tell it was Christian McCaffrey, you'd
Yeah.
just be like, oh, that guy lifts, and then like you'd just like walk right by him and be like, oh wow.
I would never guess that guy could hurdle me and do a backflip into an end zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Do literal like gymnastic segments into end zone. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's
okay, 5'11".
5'11", 200 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So he's pretty hefty.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
is
even
pretty
expect him
hefty.
to be that heavy. I was
Yeah.
expecting more like a 180 range, but
That is actually, honestly, that's pretty hefty.
that's pretty large at 5'11". So no, I think you look a little bit more at him than what I was originally
You might-
saying.
okay, that man might be a TikTok like lifter. Dude.
He
Like,
might be the fitness influencer.
Yeah, he might have like 1 million followers because he has like he makes only bicep workout videos.
He's the kind of guy that you just walk up and you just like tell him that he's like not natural, like he takes steroids.
It's like, dude, I get tested like every 2 days.
Like I'm not on steroids. Okay.
Okay, man. It's like maybe if you had NFL tests, like seeing if you did. It's like I do.
I'm Christian
It's
McCaffrey.
like, okay, Mr. Schmaffrey.
I'm Aaron Rodgers.
I'm Tom Brady. Like, okay, I have the same build as Tom Brady, except like shorter and not as much muscle, probably.
Yeah. Pretty much. If it wasn't for that, you guys would be the exact same.
Oh, 100%. No, if he was my height, if I was 6'4", I would be built exactly like Tom Brady. That'd be so funny.
That
Of
is
course.
hilarious.
Uh,
We do have some more
we do,
national
we
days
do.
to get into. I don't know how we got so far off. 50 seconds to get enrolled in this next game of Twins Bingo. And we have boring optics syndrome awareness day, and I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong because I don't think it's actually boring. It's BOHRING optics syndrome. Awareness takes place on April 6th each year. The purpose of this day is to educate both the public and medical community about a disease and to support families who have someone with BOS.
Okay, so let's take a look at. I'm surprised that they didn't explain what.
Yeah,
it
I
is.
really don't know.
But it looks like it's a rare genetic condition characterized by growth restrictions, failure to thrive with sleep apnea, and developmental delays and stuff. So it looks like it's it has a lot to do with like growth delays and stuff like that, and just kind
Okay.
of like stunted growth and that sort of thing.
Well, that's always a tough thing to go through.
It
so
is.
it is BOS Awareness Day, and so if you have anybody in your life, or if you yourself are have struggled with BOS, here's a little bit of luck for you.
100%. Yeah, that is totally like a very difficult type of syndrome to deal with. And,
Oh, yeah.
I totally like understand that sort of thing though, because I know I was very sick as like a younger kid, and like I was
When you
like,
don't know what's going on, because
Yeah.
that's the real hard time is when you have no idea what's
Yeah,
going on.
Exactly, and I know doctors have told me even my growth was stunted a little bit because of how sick I was during that
Dan
time.
could have been taller than me.
I know. I could have been way bigger than Ian. It's like, oh, my sickness.
6'6" John was on the way.
6'6" John. Like, I could have been Big John.
Well, it wouldn't have even been like that crazy because your grandpa's a pretty large man.
He is a pretty big dude,
and
yeah.
so like you might have ended up pretty tall.
Yeah, because I think he's 6'2" or 6'3" or so. I don't know, a lot of Polish genetics going on. But, of course, we do have a winner, and it's a win for Mom over at Waterville Event Center, taking away with that Lion prize. Nice shot win for Mom.
Yeah, we do have some more national days to get into.
Oh, 100%, because up next, it is National Tartan Day. National Tartan Day on April 6th honors the Scottish heritage flowing through the United States and the estimated 20 to 25 million Americans that claim Scottish descent. The celebration takes place during Scottish American Heritage Month. That's really cool. I didn't know it was Scottish American Heritage Month. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's super exciting, and it's always good to celebrate your heritage and maybe even take some time to take a little deeper dive into what your heritage directly lines into.
Yeah, I agree. Because honestly, I know Scottish, like the culture of that place. Like, there's so much culture within
for
that
sure.
the society of Scotland and stuff. It's really cool stuff.
No, definitely. As we do have Sneaky getting their second large M win, taking home $13 over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards.
Yeah, but because it's something it's something I've thought about a lot because I am a very Scottish and English person, and that's not what I primarily am.
Yes.
But it's funny to think about because some people are like, oh, I'm so boring, I'm only English or whatever. But we do have a winner before we get into it. It's Marcus over at Docks Landing taking away the prize. Nice job, Marcus.
Only 4 balls away from taking home that coverall prize. So make sure you're getting rolled into this next one, and we'll see if we can give out over 11 grand.
Very, very true stuff. But I know people were like, oh, I'm only English, that's so boring and stuff. But honestly,
there's a lot of tradition and different
and even different ethnicities that go into being English. I mean, if you look at the history of England and stuff, you had the Anglo-Saxons going in there, you had Romans going in there, you had Vikings going in there. I mean, there were so many different people crossing through that area.
Yeah.
And so it's you really English is a very rich history to
Oh,
it.
for sure. It's just because everyone around them is English as well.
Exactly.
And so
exactly.
you don't really, you're like, oh, I'm English. I don't everyone is English.
It's everybody in northern Michigan is oh, I'm half Polish, half German.
Yeah, and you're
everybody.
And you're like, yeah, I know.
It's we know. You like punchkis, we get it.
That's great. But it is National Tartan Day. Hopefully you guys could celebrate your Scottish heritage on this Scottish American Heritage Month.
Yeah, that's a really cool one.
We do have another national day. This is National Teflon Day. National Teflon Day on April 6th each year honors the accidental invention of Teflon on April 6, 1938 by Dr. Roy Pluckett.
Okay, so why was it accidentally invented?
Yeah, I want to know how it ended up happening. How was it discovered?
Okay. Well, I got Dr. Roy Plunkett. He discovered the basis of Teflon, so the basis of it was PTFE or polytetrafluoroethylene, something crazy science.
I think that actually picked it up.
Oh my.
Good job. You pat on the back right
there. That's crazy. I did it well enough to where the
caption actually picked up what you were saying.
That's so funny. But okay, so let's get to how he actually so Plunkett and his assistant, Jack Reebok, they were working with gases related to Freon refrigerants when he actually stumbled upon that specific crazy science chemical name. They were charged with developing an alternative refrigerant and came up with TFE or tetrafluoroethylene. I'm not going to try and say that one. They ended up making about 100 pounds of that and were faced with the dilemma of storing all of it. They placed it in small cylinders and froze all of them. When they later checked on the refrigerant, they found the cylinders effectively empty, even though they felt heavy enough that they should have been full. They cut one open and found that the TFE had polymerized into a white waxy powder, effectively becoming the PTFE resin, or that crazy name I said earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So it's just they were doing a different kind of research, and they were like, oh, this happened. Let's see what this stuff does now.
Yeah. And so he made the substance, and actually he left the company before he could do anything with it.
Really?
And so they just had the substance there, and then the DuPont Central Research Department, they instructed the scientists there, figure out and find a way to do something with this substance and experiment on it, and then they made Teflon.
That's awesome. Well, happy National Teflon Day. What an interesting story to find out about the invention of Teflon.
Yeah, 100%.
Something that's used all the time.
Yeah, no, that is one of our biggest materials that we use. That up there with plastic kind of thing.
Oh, for sure.
So definitely really cool stuff. But up next, we got a cool one. It's National Student Athlete Day. And, of course, this day, observed annually on April 6th, provides an opportunity to recognize the outstanding accomplishments of student athletes.
Yeah, it's really, really tough to be a student athlete.
yeah,
As someone who is
yeah.
a former student athlete, all my siblings are pretty much student athletes, and it takes a lot of work. My sister, she is probably the most insane student athlete that I've
Yeah.
ever met, because she has went on to go and be going to college and graduating on time for college,
Yeah.
and everything like that, and has done rowing in college, has done volleyball in college,
Rowing
and
is
is
tough.
also doing basketball now in college. So she's played so many different sports there. A really crazy accomplishment for someone who had very little time now in her life, because she's just committing herself to so many different athletics, as well as being on top of her school.
Exactly. I mean, being a full-time student and also being an athlete at your school, that's like having 2 different jobs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it definitely is very difficult, but we do have a winner. It's Lucky Tim over at VFW Shakopee, taking away that Lion prize. Nice job, Lucky Tim. But honestly, I think rowing is one of the most underrated, like, athletic sports.
Oh, it's tough.
It's so tough.
No,
like, you need to be strong.
If you're talking about like physically demanding sports, that is one of the most physically demanding sports I've
Yep.
ever watched. I remember talking to my sister after she'd talk about her rowing practices and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it was like it was normal for people to be like puking after their workouts
yeah,
and
oh,
everything
yeah.
like that, even though they're in mid-season shape and stuff like that.
That's ridiculous, man. That's crazy. And honestly, that probably got her like crazy shape for the other sports.
she was in such good shape by
Yeah.
the time she left. The funny thing is it doesn't like work on like a lot of the same muscle groups
Yeah,
that
it's
you
literally
work
just your
on.
back.
Like you get crazy lats.
Yeah.
And it also is a bunch of leg work as well. But
yeah,
it was super interesting. I think she's probably weaker now than she was back then, because she was so strong then, doing all that lifting for rowing.
Oh, no, I can imagine. That is definitely some pretty intense stuff, doing 3 different sports like that. But we do have a couple winners doing some intense things themselves. Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park and Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven. Both of those players splitting up that large gem. Nice job to both of you.
Yeah, she only played volleyball and basketball at the same time, though.
Oh,
rowing was separate. It was like she
still,
did
I mean,
rowing,
all throughout the year,
then
though, like-
moved up. Throughout her 4 years in college so far, she's played 3 different sports.
No, I mean, that's really cool stuff, but we do have a winner. It's CMC again over at Eagles Rochester. Nice job, CMC, taking away that cover-all prize.
And we have another national day, and it's the Tasty One National Caramel Popcorn Day. Each year, April 6th, National Caramel Popcorn Day conjures up memories of fairs, sporting events, and fun snacking.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, I mean, caramel popcorn, one of my favorite.
Oh,
like,
it has to
yeah,
be.
like just snacks in general. Like of all the popcorns, I'm always taking caramel popcorn if I'm offered it.
Oh, like if you can get the caramel mixed with the cheddar popcorn
yeah.
bag mix,
Yeah.
I go crazy for those.
I feel like my favorite bag is when it's like some of it's caramel corn and some of it is just like chocolate striped.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's always
that's the
super
best.
tasty.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite one.
But that's like also like just my favorite type of popcorn is the chocolate drizzled popcorn.
It's so good. I love it when they have like the chocolate drizzle with the white chocolate on it, and it's just like all so good.
Oh, definitely is. But we only got 2 minutes to get enrolled in this next game of Twins Bingo. We are about to get into a game number 4 of Vikings Bingo. Yes, game number 4. And so make sure you guys continue to get enrolled and press play. Yeah, Ben checks in, and he was talking about our sister, and was saying that only two sports at one time. Do better.
Yeah,
Do
I mean,
better.
I could definitely see myself doing better than that.
That's funny.
Get myself in golf, chess.
I had the
esports.
My sweet mate my freshman year of college.
Yeah.
He was one of the funniest athletes of all time
Oh, okay.
because he was about taller than I was,
Okay.
like 6'3", 6'4", not crazy taller than
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
But he was also about 320 pounds.
Okay, so he was like
Like,
substantially bigger.
Oh, he was a large human being.
okay, that is pretty
and,
big. That
And
is-
so he comes in freshman year. He's already getting playing time at defensive tackle as a freshman in college, kind of thing.
yeah.
He goes into the weight room. He's doing like 460 pounds on squat, over like closing in on 400 on bench, kind of thing. Like he's at like 360 something for bench.
Yeah.
As a freshman in college, and he's like, I hate football. I hate football. Like
Can't believe it.
he absolutely despised football. It was the most fun. He was the funniest athlete I ever met. Had a love for golf.
That is hilarious.
Absolutely love golf. He'd be out there in that like golf polo, just stretching it out to the max and just like swinging it with a bunch of these other because the golf athlete that's over there in college does not look like him.
No.
And so it was just so funny seeing these clips of him like being a golfer with a bunch of these other guys where he just is like looking ginormous in like this team photo of like, yeah, we just won like nationals or something like that. And then it's just him like
just in the background, like ominously.
yeah, he's a hilarious guy.
So funny.
Still is a big golfer to this day. But I think now he's a firefighter.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, 6'4", 300 pounds.
Yeah,
like,
he's definitely doing some help wherever he's working at.
Lifting up some buildings. But, of course, that's some awesome stuff. But we have one last national day to get into, and it is National Sorry Charlie Day. This day, on April 6th, each year encourages us to view rejection from a different perspective. It's a day to think about the times we have been rejected, whether we've been rejected by a sweetheart or a college, a prospective employer, or the bank for a loan. We've all been refused. The day also gives us an opportunity to reflect on how we survived the rejection and what we learned from it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of times where rejection opens up another door. It's definitely a huge one. We do have a line prize going out to Red over at American Legion Fridley, taking home $14 on that line prize. Now we are working on this $14 large M. But yeah, in rejection, it's a really hard thing to take a lot of the time.
100%.
And sometimes you'll take it way harder than it needs to be. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you at all, and you'll walk away feeling like you've done the worst thing ever, kind of thing. But if you can look at a different light, there's a lot of times where that rejection, whether like you missed out on a job kind of thing, and then actually you applied for a job a few months ago and you thought it had already been given away or something, and they finally email you back, and that was your first choice job though.
Exactly.
And so there's stories like that happen all the time, and so always try and work through that rejection and try to make the best of it.
Oh, yeah, I agree. And honestly, like, I feel like I live by the motto, third time's the charm.
Yeah.
And then if third time isn't the charm, whatever time it works is the time.
Exactly.
That's the
Just keep on going after it.
Exactly.
And try and make it happen.
Oh, 100%. But happy National Sorry Charlie Day, everybody. We do have one more national day on the docket.
Yes, we do.
And it's a fun one.
It definitely is. It is National John Day. On National John Day, we annually celebrate the birthday of John
That's right.
Hot Take Higgins. It is John's 21st birthday today. Happy birthday, John. You can now drink alcohol.
That's right. I can party with the rest, but it's the best of you.
Exactly. And so now if you guys ever offer him a beer whenever we come over to Minnesota, he can say yes now.
I'm not too sure I could probably hang and handle the intensity of the Yaks crew, though.
No, I
I'm
don't.
not sure
I would struggle hanging with the Yaks crew as well.
right.
We do have a winner. It's TG Vikes over at Acapulco Stillwater, loser Dave at VFW Spring Lake Park, and Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue, and Bite One, all splitting that large M of $14.
Awesome stuff. But then TG Vikes taking it all to themselves on that coverall. Nice job. But yeah, National John Day, and this isn't just for this specific John right here. This goes out to all the Johns.
I guess we do
the
have
world.
two. We have two Johns on the broadcast
That's right.
today.
That's
We got John Benjamin Ruggles on the good old Ben. He is a legally a John.
That's right. He is he's one of us, I would say.
And there's about half of where we live.
This
they
technically
refer to
a John
him as John
sitting right here.
Yeah, if you Gaelic, I think
Gaelic.
Ian in Gaelic is John as well. So.
That's right.
Boom.
Good strong name.
You can always connect, but you can
Full circle.
I feel like John, you can connect it with like every male name ever.
Literally, yeah. It's just one of those names. Is like the first name ever created. So like John Adam. What's another good one? Like I don't even know. Like it's just John and Adam. I feel like are really the two.
Oh, for sure.
Those are the two base human
Ezekiel.
names. Ezekiel.
And it's still super popular.
I was gonna say Jeremiah, but that's like a cowboy name.
Yeah, I haven't heard any. Actually, no, because I actually have met a few Jeremiahs in my life.
I have met a couple.
Okay, well, let's move on to some Twins news as our
That's
opening
it.
day game has been moved back due to some inclement weather forecast this Thursday. So that game is rescheduled now Friday at 4:10 10 p.m. Eastern Time. The forecast Thursday calls for a rain, a snow mix, and cold conditions, and so that's why we're moving that game back, and hopefully just means for a better game for our Wild.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, I'm just making sure nothing else going on. Looks like that's all that we got going. But yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but hopefully that game goes better and we don't have more crazy storms coming in on Friday, because that would be very unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely.
Ben was checking in as we were saying basic human male names. He was, as you said, Ezekiel. As he was typing Ezekiel, you said it.
Oh.
And he was like, that was a little crazy.
That was a little crazy. We love a good old Ezekiel.
Right.
But we do have a partnership with the Minnesota Twins, and so make sure you guys are sending some luck over there. The opening day is just around the corner, and so get ready for the MLB season by playing Twins Win. It's a great E-Tab game. Play wherever you're playing Pilot games at.
Oh, 100%. Definitely check it out. Let us know what you think. But, of course, only 50 seconds left to get enrolled into this next game. Jackpot is over $11,430. Don't want to miss out on it because it's always at 52 balls or less to win. It never changes like that. But, speaking of this crazy jackpot, we got in Twins Bingo. We got some awesome Twiking Zone standings to get into to see where you guys have been bouncing around.
What they've been earning points for right now.
That's right.
But get right into it. 10th place for the player standings. We have a two-way tie. Puba at Brian's Bar and Grill and Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon. They both have 77,000 points. 81,000 points for the 9th place player, Bryzo, over at Big Dog Sports Cafe. 8th place, it's Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 87,000 points. With 89,000 points at 7th place, we got Dago 11 over at Polar Lounge. 6th place, it's GTZ over at Sal's Bar and Grill with 102,000 points. With 108,000 points in 5th place, we got Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue. With 111,000 points in 4th place, we got Yo-Yo over at Main Street Pub. 3rd place, it's Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 122,000 points. With 128,000 points in 2nd place, we got Sin Bob at Corky's Bar South Haven. And in 1st place, it's Scrub Eye over at American Legion Fridley with 157,000 points.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to all the players. I was just holding up my water, and I realized you can not see the bottle except for the water inside of it.
That's so funny. Well,
and I was like, oh, that's kind of a funny thing.
The water. We have a line prize going out to
Wow LS over at American Legion Fridley. Nice job, LS.
Yeah, and now we're going after this a large M, $15. Bobo John and Walls, all 6 balls away.
Awesome stuff. But, of course, we do have some location standings to get into regarding the Twiking Zone standings, what we're playing for right now. Starting it off in 9th place, we got a two-way tie between Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and VFW Blaine in Blaine. They both have 109,000 points in 9th place. In 8th place, we got Steve-O's and Crystal with 121,000 points.
Ooh, good job, Steve-O's.
100%, nice job. But now in 7th place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 131,000 points, about 10,000 points ahead. In 6th place, we got Our Place on 3rd and Faribault with 193,000 points. They're only about 6,000 points behind 5th place. 5th place is pretty close to getting that 200,000 point club, but not quite yet because it's Eagles Rochester in 5th with 199,000 points.
Oh, so close to getting in that club.
Very, very true, but they'll have to wait another day to see if they can make it happen. Now, moving on to 4th place, we got Corner Bar and Goodhue with 233,000 points. In 3rd place, it's American Legion Fridley with 243,000 points. But before I get into this top 2, we have a winner.
Yeah, Marcus over at Docks Landing in White Bear Lake, taking home $15, giving us a 2-ball run-up at this jackpot. Marcus in line to win it. We'll see if it can happen right here. No, we are moving on to a $22 Musco coverall prize.
Awesome stuff. But now, getting into the top 2 people on these standings, we got in 2nd place Corky's Bar in South Haven with 328,000 points. Now, a pretty big jump from 2nd to 1st. We got in 1st place VFW Spring Lake Park, and they got 538,000 points in 1st place. Not looking like they're slowing down either.
Oh, yeah, we do have a coverall winner. It's Twig and JJ, both splitting up that $22 Musco prize. $11 going to each one of y'all. And now we are going to be getting enrolled into our next game of Twins Bingo, which is going to be a game number 7 already.
Oh, definitely some nice stuff. I mean, 7, always a lucky number, so can't go wrong with this this next game, especially with that jackpot still on the table for you guys. But of course, I mean, with this jackpot on the table, we give out a good amount of jackpots in Twins Bingo.
Yes.
We give out a lot of jackpots in our happy hour bingo and stuff, but we give out probably, I would say, the most jackpots in our E-Tab side of things. It's insane. I mean, we just can't keep track of all of them.
Yeah,
There's
and
so many.
we are listening to a really good E-Tab right now.
Whoa.
Called Dynamite. See if you can win some prehistoric prizes, maybe even in that bonus round. But E-Tabs, I know sometimes it seems scary to go up there and grab an iPad to go play E-Tab games. It's super, super easy. All you gotta do is walk up to your bar, be like, hey, can I get an iPad? You'll put some money on it, and you'll be able to play those games for as much as you want. You win some cash, and you go back up there, and you can go collect that cash from the bar right there. If you win a big enough cash, you may even have to talk to Jackpot John.
Oh, very true. Yeah, you might have to have a call. And, I mean, trust me, when Pilot Games calls you, it's always a good thing.
Oh, for sure.
It is always a good thing. So definitely some awesome stuff. And, I mean, with those E-Tab games, you can pick out literally any theme you want. There's so many fun
50
ones.
50 different.
I mean, we literally have ones that are based off of movies, like House on the Haunted Hill. We have a couple of other ones that I really like. We have a time travel themed one that we released.
Yes, Roaring
recently.
20s was
Roaring
super
20s.
cool.
That one's really
Blazing
cool.
Wheels is an awesome new E-Tab game that just came out not too long ago. So definitely check that one out as well.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, there's one that is going to suit anybody in those E-Tab games. Check them out. Let us know what you think. Let us know what your favorite is, and we will send you out a little bit of Pilot luck. But now, only a minute and 20 seconds left to get enrolled in this next game. And while you guys are doing that and tapping those buttons on your iPads, we got a little bit of music history to get into. And starting off in 1974 on this day, we got two different events happening.
Yes.
But starting it off with the first event, it was Billy Joel who scored his first top 40 hit with Piano Man. It comes in at number 33, and it peaks at number 25 2 weeks later. And I'm really surprised it peaked at number 25.
Yeah, it only got to number 25. Obviously, has had a better lifespan than it was as an initial hit.
Yes. And that's, I mean, it's impressive that it got to number 25, but still, I thought it was like a top 3 hit kind
Oh,
of
for
thing.
sure. Well, if you want to know what the number one song at the time was, that's actually what we're going to talk about right next. In 1974, same day of the same year, we got the Blue Suedes did Hooked on a Feeling.
Oh, yeah. Hooked on a Feeling. Ooh.
Yes, that's what we were doing. Yeah, that hit number one. And, I mean, just a huge song that still gets played all the time.
That was Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
that wasn't Blue Suede.
No, I hope that you guys knew as well that wasn't Blue Suede. That was Black Eyed Peas.
Give myself a good little chuckle.
Will
with
I
that
Am.
one. Will I Am. John I Am. Uh-oh. Getting a little... Okay, now we can reel on this broadcast
Well, it's
now.
your birthday, so, I mean, like, why not?
That's right. That's right. Go a little crazy. But, of course, happening a little bit before all of these things even happened, in 1965, we had the Beach Boys doing a thing, and they recorded California Girls as a classic.
Yeah, you know, California Girls is undeniable.
Yes. So many classics released on this day in history. That's perfect. California Girls.
California is down the party.
Beach House. I mean, Beach House. I mean, what?
We do have a winner. Yeah.
Bite One over at Wildcats Bar and Grill. Taking away that line prize. Nice job, Bite One.
Oh, that was a good music day.
That was a good music day.
Glad that we could have so many big hits.
That's so many like iconic hits.
We do have some for you guys to be iconic. For us, you got to get signed up at PGL.world. Those players, they compete for points in the PGL standings, as well as get insider information so they can win some of the biggest cash prizes. And you also get a little bit of luck, because when you get signed up at PGL.world, you get highlighted in our new PGL member spotlight.
That's right, and we actually have some people that did exactly just that recently. We're going to highlight them, sprinkle a little bit of luck over them, and see what happens. But starting it off, it is Toby 2's helming the list. Then we got Mike D, Stetson, Matty Bean. Then we got Bev J. Then we got Game Guy 1, Real Play 1, and then Super Duper 1. And then we got NMC Cloud Jr., but we do have a winner on that large end.
Too bad for you. Over at Don's Corner Bar, taking home $15, giving us a beautiful run-up at this 11 grand jackpot.
Well, there we go. Okay, well, getting through the rest of these members that just joined up, I left off with NMC Cloud Jr. Nice job joining up. Then we got Loon, Rawl, Nika DD. Then we got Shay. Then Sarah Mike E. And then Lala.
Yeah, well, good job to all those players getting signed up. We'll see if we can get into these PGL standings. But right now in those standings in 10th place, we got Sarah Honey, VFW Austin, 770,000 points. 789,000 points for the number 9 player, Lulu at Poppers. 8th place, it's Nixon at VFW Roseville with 846,000 points. Awesome. With 929,000 points. In 7th place, we got Reyes 22 over at the Old Town Tavern. 6th place, it's Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill, actually getting bumped back from 5th into 6th with 960,000 points. Passing him up, only 4,000 points ahead, is Forget You D at Eagles Austin in 5th place with 964,000 points.
That's some awesome stuff, but we do have a winner on the coverall prize. It's Sneaky over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, taking away the must-go. Nice job, Sneaky.
Yeah, and now we have a huge riser in these standings. Moving from 7th into 4th, we got Ted over at Billy's Rockford with 1,013,000 points. Oh, Forget You D actually got bumped back. No.
So wait, no, those were yesterday's standings. I got today's standings right here actually.
Oh, okay, yeah. You want to give me those?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we still got in 8th place. We got Nixon at VFW Roseville with 846,000 points.
Okay.
7th place Reyes 22 at the Old Town Tavern with 929,000 points. 960 points for Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill. 5th place it's Forget You D over at Eagles Austin with 964,000 points. Ted over at Billy's Rockford has 1,013,000 points in 4th place. 3rd place, we got Big Dog over at Little Fall Bowling Center with 1,056,000 points. 2nd place, Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 1,460,000 points. And then number 1 location, Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post with 1,582,000 points.
That's some awesome stuff. Nice job to all of those players and locations. But of course, we do have the locations to get into. I thanked them. Congratulated them already, but it was a preemptive congratulations.
Yes.
So I'm going to let you guys know where these locations are all sitting on these location standings. Starting it off in 10th place, dropping from 8th place, it's Leo Sports Bar Mazeppa with 2,719,000 points now. In 9th place, we got Neighbors Pub Dover sticking to 9th place with 2,770,000 points. In 8th place, they rose all the way from 10th. It's Beck's Pub and Becker, instantly improving their spot on these standings with 2,925,000 points. Now in 7th place, it's Blashko's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 2,984,000 points. In 6th place, we got American Legion Cleveland with 3,054,000 points. In 5th place, it's VFW Northfield with 3,071,000 points, only about 20,000 points ahead of 6th place. Now in 4th place, it's Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 3,161,000 points. In 3rd place, we got Neeson's Gaylord in Gaylord with 4,056,000 points. And then a pretty big jump from 3rd to 2nd place, because in 2nd place it's Billy's Rockford in Rockford with 4,698,000 points. In 1st place, another pretty sizable leap. It's 3rd Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 5,087,000 points.
I can't believe they got into that 5 million point club right then.
That's crazy.
Super big time stuff. Good job, 3rd Rail Bar and Grill. But we didn't have a great game for our Wild last night. Yeah, they were doing great, 9-0-1 over the previous 10 games. But with Ryan Johnson's first career hat trick, he then led the Nashville Predators to a 6-2 victory over the Minnesota Wild. Mark Zuccarello and Kirill Kaprizov each had a goal and assist for Minnesota. Marc-Andre Fleury had 27 saves, but did have 33 shots on goal, so 6 of those shots got through, given the tough loss for us, but we can rebound in just a few days.
Yeah, very true. We were 9-0-1 in our previous 10 games,
yes.
But now did slow that up to a halt, but unfortunately we do. I'm not unfortunately, very fortunately, we have a winner. Hello, Stephen B. over at Muddy Cow Shack P. Nice job taking away that line prize.
Yeah, you were too disappointed about the Wild loss.
No, I was like, oh, that's so unfortunate. I was like, Stephen, it's like we have a winner finally. I can talk about something cool.
Our Wild, now 43, 21, and 5 so far this season. And they're going to be taking on the Blues this Friday at 7 p.m. Should be a really good game. So you guys play Let's Go Wild. It's a great E-Tab game. You guys can check out that Slapshot bonus round and see if you can win some really great prizes.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But, I mean, even though that loss happened, I should say, we still have that second spot in the Central Division.
Oh, for sure. I think we got a pretty sizable lead there above the Blues.
Yeah, over the Blues. Yeah, so, I mean, hey, still looking good for us going into the playoffs. I think we'll probably stick to the number 2 seed. I don't think I see us slipping from that.
No, it would be tough for us to compete for the number 1 seed because I think a lot of people have who's the number 1 right now?
Avalanche.
As the Avalanche are like as the number 1 team for a lot of power ranking stuff.
Exactly, like overall, which is pretty. Yeah, they have been pretty good this season. But of course, awesome stuff happening with our Wild. We do have some cool stuff happening under the ice. Not really under the hockey ice, and really not even under the lake ice anymore. There's not really too much of it floating around at this point.
Before we talk about that, though, we do have Carla over at VFW Spring Lake Park. $17 on that one.
Oh, yeah, nice job, Carla. But, so definitely keep that in mind if you are still thinking of going to go ice fishing, because shorelines are starting to pull away. Ice conditions are changing rapidly this time of year, so definitely use a lot of caution and check up with resorts for any updates regarding
that. Yeah, and I'm guessing that they're talking about checking up to see when you can get your boat out on the water, not checking up when you can go ice fishing out there, because you may not even be able to ice fish with those collapsible shanties anymore.
No, I agree. But we do have a winner, Stephen B. over at Muddy Cow Shakopee, taking away that coverall prize. Nice job, Stephen B. And, yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, even your pond in your backyard might not be good for ice fishing at this point,
Exactly. It's really, really warming up. And our jackpots are just getting warmed up in this Season 11. We just got through the halfway part, and we want to see so many more jackpot pictures. So if you take home a great jackpot, hold your iPad up and snap a photo of it. Or if you're just playing Pilot games, having a good time, whether it's with your friends, your favorite bartender, or you're just there at the bar by yourself having a good time, snap a photo of that, send it in, and we'll be able to showcase your guys' wonderful faces. You can share those on Facebook or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com, or probably the easiest way of it all, you can post it onto any of your social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any of them. Put the hashtag PilotGames on the photo, and we'll be able to find that super easily.
Oh, yeah, 100%. We love getting all the player pictures and stuff and just showing them off on the broadcast. So definitely send in all those pictures. We do love to get them. But, of course, we do have a little bit of Vikings news to get into. And we got some pretty cool Vikings news because the NFL draft is coming up on that horizon very quickly.
Yeah, and so we're just talking about a bunch of different projected prospects that could possibly be for our Vikings.
No, for sure. So, in this scenario, we trade up in the draft.
Yeah, we have 3 different scenarios. We have a trade up, we have a trade back, and we have a stay put scenario. Okay. And this is the first 2 picks in the draft that they had in each of these scenarios.
Okay, so in this one, we trade up in this draft, and we get the number 8 pick, and we get the number 46 pick. Okay, so very interesting.
Number 46
so we already have. Okay, we already have the number 46 pick. Okay, so at that number 8 pick, we give up the 12th pick for the 8 pick and probably some other things.
I don't know what the whole details of the trade, but this would be for what players we're trading up for.
Yeah, so we would be trading up to get Derek Stingley Jr. because, I mean, I agree. It's looking pretty crazy. Like, he might end up going even top 5 in a lot of drafts.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Derek Stingley Jr. and Sauce Gardner are 2 very coveted cornerbacks in this draft. And if we could pick up either of those 2 cornerbacks, it would be a huge help to this team.
No, I mean, I super agree. I definitely feel like that is one, position group that we're really lacking.
And plus, there's a lot of, you got the LSU DB connection.
Yes,
Derek Stingley Jr. can learn from a former LSU great DB, Patrick Peterson. Yeah. There's also, he was teammates with Justin Jefferson at LSU when they won a national championship. And the DB coach for the Vikings was the defensive coordinator for LSU when they won a national championship. And so it just feels everything would fit for Derek Derek Stingley Jr. And I even like this second-round pick that they had at the number 46 spot with Sky Moore, wide receiver out of Western Michigan.
Yeah.
Everybody was, whenever you see Sky Moore, it's like, but he played at Western Michigan kind of thing. Can he bring that to the next level? Is what he's doing out on the field, because he's one of the most complete wide receivers in the entire draft. If you just take out the fact that he was playing at Western Michigan. Then he came to the draft, ran a 4.3 40, and you go, that kind of speed works in the NFL as well. He can do those things that he's doing at the next level. I think he'd be a great slot option for us to be able to rotate between Justin Jefferson, KJ Osborne, Adam Thielen, all working within that slot position.
No, I definitely agree. I mean, like, I'm kind of under the impression that, like, picking up any of these wide receivers, especially with a later pick, I would not be mad at.
Oh, yeah, I think that would be Sky Moore's one of those steal picks that in the second round could end up being one of the top wide receivers in this draft.
No, I definitely agree. So that would definitely be some pretty cool stuff happening. But we have another scenario after the trading up scenario. Maybe we don't want to give up our pick and some more for getting a higher pick. In this situation, we trade back a little bit to get some more draft stock, or maybe even something else, and we get pick number 17 instead of pick number 12. And so at this stage in the draft, obviously, all the top 10 players are probably going to be mostly gone.
No DBs on the floor. None of that. You don't want to take the offensive guard too early kind of thing. And at that 17 spot, maybe you want to fill in that third wide receiver in the roster. We do have loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home $19 on that line prize.
Yeah, and I mean, this is one of those things. Nice job, loser Dave. But
and it would give us a quick succession plan for Adam Thielen.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And this is one of those, like, picks, I feel like, and this is also one of those systems that you could run where, like, we just have a ton of wide receivers all the time.
For sure. We're going to run one of the most wide receiver-driven offenses in the entire NFL. Why not pick up more weapons?
Exactly. So I definitely agree. Make it a little bit more deeper.
And so who they are picking at that number 17 spot, we haven't even talked about it. Chris Olave, the wide receiver out of Ohio State. He's widely considered wide receiver 2 out of Ohio State to Garrett Wilson.
That's right.
But I think he could easily be the best wide receiver in this entire draft.
No, I agree. I mean, it definitely is going to end up being one of those top 3 wide receivers.
And they kind of redeem themselves with the round 2 pick at the 46 spot by getting Jalen Petrie, cornerback out of Baylor, who's another pretty good prospect at the cornerback position.
And he was the one that ran like a 4.3, wasn't he?
Yeah, like a really large size, I think.
Yeah, but we do have a winner. It's Carla over at VFW Spring Lake Park and Ryan over at Double R Saloon. Nice job to both of you. But so that would definitely be a really interesting, couple picks right there. I wouldn't mind.
For sure. I like the quarterback wide receiver duo that they have picking up for our Vikings. This is the only one that goes away from that one, and that's the staying put scenario where we don't move at all and we just pick where we land at. And at the number 12 pick, a guy that we've talked about before, Trent McDuffie, a cornerback out of Washington. Keep it with the same cornerback pick. I think he's a nice pickup. Plays really, really good football and could end up being a nice addition to play alongside with Patrick Peterson and Cameron Dantzler.
No, I agree, but we do have a winner. It is none other than J and B Bus. Okay, J and B Bus. Both of them playing over at Bertram Caboose. Nice job, J and B Bus.
Yeah, and now we're getting enrolled into this next game of Vikings Twins Bingo, and that's a game number 10.
Awesome stuff. But yeah, so pick number 12, if we stay put, Trent McDuffie definitely is a name that could, be on the radar.
If both cornerbacks are off the board, I don't think he's the worst option to take.
I agree, because, I mean, he's like top 3 cornerbacks, and there is a gap between him and the top 2.
Exactly.
But it's like not that crazy. Because there's like a top 2, and then there's a gap. Trent McDuffie's right here, and then you go a little bit further, and that's the 4th cornerback.
Oh yeah, Trent McDuffie could easily be better than Derek Stingley Jr. As we haven't seen Derek Stingley Jr. play at an elite level since 2019.
That's the thing. I think the only footage that is like making him stay as a lottery pick is that footage against Jamar Chase
of him just locking him off.
Yeah.
I mean, but that is clear cut footage that you watch the entire NFL season of no cornerback being able to stay up with Justin Jefferson, and then you watch a whole practice film of him just locking up him the entire practice.
And it's like in practice, Jamar Chase is going off, trying to go off on him.
Oh, for sure.
What I mean?
For sure. No, the reason those two are going up against each other is because they want
best.
They want to go against the best kind of thing.
Exactly.
But after we're talking about Trent McDuffie staying put, picking at number 12, the number round 2 pick would be adding to that defensive line, getting Kingsley and Jarbar. I think I said that.
it'd be
Nagbar.
Yeah, that would probably be the best way to pronounce it.
Kingsley Nagbar, edge rusher out of South Carolina, former teammate with DJ Wanham.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's really fun. I actually didn't realize that DJ Wanham came out of South Carolina.
Yes, he
That's
did,
really cool.
and was teammates with Kingsley. And so I think this wouldn't be a bad draft as well. Let us know who you think that the Vikings should pick at that number 12 spot, and send some luck over to our Vikings by playing the great ETAB game, Viking Victory. Pick a letter in the skull bonus and see if you can win some big prizes.
Oh, 100%. So definitely a lot of fun in those ETAB games. But we only have a minute left to get enrolled into this next game. That jackpot is still out and about. It's over $11,000 and 52 balls or less, like it always is. And we got some Jackpot Hunter standings to throw at you guys while you're getting enrolled. And we got some awesome standings to get into. Obviously, you guys can get points for these standings from 4 to 6 p.m. And I'll get right into the players. Starting it off is in 10th place, Rich over at Jimmy's Poorhouse with 35,000 points. In 9th place, it's Duh over at VFW Coon Rapids with 37,000 points. In 8th place, it's Elsa over at Wild Boar Bar and Grill with 46,000 points. In 7th place was in a 6th place tie in 6th. It's Kimmy getting kicked out of it over at Lucky's Tavern with 54,000 points. Only 1,000 points ahead in 6th place, the one who kicked him out. It's 2A Girl over at Maurer Brothers Liquor with 55,000 points. And then another 1,000, only 1,000 points ahead for this guy too. In 5th place, it's Brother Nat over at Chart House. They only have 56,000 points.
Wow.
So only 1,000 points at 6th place and 2,000 points at 7th place.
Oof.
That's insanity right there. But now in 4th place, we're getting further in these standings. We got Kev over at the Deer Stand with 61,000 points. In 3rd place, this is the top 3 now. We got Not Lucky over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 82,000 points. 2nd place, so close to getting in the 100,000 point club. Not quite there yet, though. It's Bowl over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 98,000 points. Before I get into the first player, though, we do have a winner.
Mike B over at Clearwater Corners taking home $19.
Awesome stuff. Nice job, Mike. But in first place has been winning all season consistently. It's Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue. Dominating with 126,000 points.
Yeah, our location standings sit like this. In 10th place, we got American Legion Fridley with 65,000 points. 66,000 points for 9th place, Tasty Pizza Hangar, 45 in Hilltop. 8th place, it's Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton with 67,000 points. With 71,000 points in 7th place, we got Shady's Railside and Rice. 5th place, it's Gas Can Bar Grill in Brainerd with 74,000 points. With 78,000 points in 5th place, we got Billy's Rockford. 4th place, it's Concordia Lanes Newham with 88,000 points. With 129,000 points in 3rd place, we got Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 2nd place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 151,000 points. And then that number 1 location, Corner Bar and Goodhue, with a whopping 337,000 points so far this season.
Awesome stuff, but we do have something really cool to get into. It is this day in history. It's a really cool one. On April 6th, in 1896, the Olympic Games, is a long-lost tradition of ancient Greece, are reborn in Athens 1,500 years after being banned by Roman Emperor Theodosius I. At the opening of the Athens Games, King Georgios I of Greece and a crowd of 60,000 spectators welcomed athletes from 13 nations to the international competition.
Yeah, the first Olympic Games to ever exist, really.
Man, that's awesome. That is so cool on this day in history.
Yeah,
That's
really,
cool.
really fun stuff. We did click over on that coverall prize to a $29 must-go coverall, and we have a player spotlight to talk about, and that's Ash over at Hiller's Last Call Liquor. Oh, they got the double win.
Nice job, Stephen B. Walls, Daryl, Bobby J, all of them splitting up that large M. And, of course, Bobby J just taking over the coverall to themselves.
Oh, yeah, good
Nice
job to all those winners. But Ash over at Hiller's Last Call Liquor won $37,000 over the weekend. And Hiller's Last Call Liquor supports a great charity, the Morristown Firemen's Relief Association. That charity helps to provide retirement benefits for volunteer firefighters.
That's an awesome, it's really awesome mission statement with an awesome charity. But just remember, guys, just like Ash over at Hilliard's Last Call Liquor, when you play pilot games, your community wins. Have a nice one, guys.
Point Club, second place, Billy's Rockford with 4,578,819 points. With 4,672,599 points in first place. It's a third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake.
Absolutely super impressive to see how high these point totals are getting so far. Make sure you guys are coming out each and every Tuesday and Wednesday night for that MegaSota game night as well as Wild Wednesday, and make sure you sign up at pgl.world to earn these points.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
What is up, you guys? If you're coming out each and every single day for our happy hour show, your day is going to be better for it. That's when we were playing those 23 games of the $1 edition, a Jackpot Hunter, with some great cash going in your pocket and some great points going towards the Jackpot Hunter standings.
Player standings, they sit like this. In 10th place, we got Rich over at Jimmy's Poorhouse with 35,000 points. With 37,000 points in 9th place, we got Duh over at VFW Coon Rapids. 8th place, it's Elsa over at Wild Boar Bar and Grill with 46,000 points. With 54,000 points in 6th place, we got 2A Girl over at Mars Brother Liquor tied up with Kimmy over at Lucky's Tavern. They're both in 6th place. 5th place, we got Brother Nat over at the Chart House with 56,000 points. With 61,000 points in 4th place, we got Kev over at the Deer Stand. 3rd place, it's Not Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 82,000 points. With 98,000 points in 2nd place, we got Bull at Corner Bar and Goodhue. And in 1st place, it's Bobo at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 126,000 points.
Having our entire top 3 players playing over at Corner Bar and Goodhue has some huge implications on these location standings, and you're about to find out just what they are. In 10th place, we have Shajank Boom Lounge in Grand Meadow sitting with 64,000. With 66,000 in 9th place, we have Tasty Pizza Hanger 45 in Hilltop. 8th place is Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton sitting with 67,000. But with 69,000 in 7th place, we have Shady's Railside in Bryce. 6th place is Gas Can Bar and Grill in Brainerd, sitting with 74,000 points. With 77,000 points in 5th place, it's Billy's Rockford in Rockford. 4th place is Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 88,000 points. Then in 3rd place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 129,000 points. With 148,000 points in 2nd place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park in Spring Lake Park. And then our number 1 location, if you couldn't have guessed it, I don't know how you couldn't have, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue sitting with a whopping 337,000 poins.
Oh yeah, and our mega jackpot in Jackpot Hunter is getting huge. And so you guys want to be coming out, trying to win huge cash prizes, as well as points towards those Jackpot Hunter standings. And so make sure we see you there from 4 to 6. There it is, 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
Saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching,
Cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience. Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.